Alright, quick update on KNC. Let's see what's going on today. Well, KNC's been moving up for the majority of the day, to be honest, which is quite surprising considering Bitcoin took a huge dump. Now, we made a separate video on Bitcoin and how it will affect the altcoin market. I don't want to jump into it for every video, so if you do want to check that out, go check out my Bitcoin video. However, KNC by itself, 4-hourly time frame, very nice. We've just had a big push out of the 4-hourly EMAs, and we are seeing follow through. On the daily time frame now, if you've been watching my channel for more than a couple of weeks, you know that I have this saying, I say it in quite a lot of my videos, and it is that markets are very cyclical and they like to take the most amount of money from the most amount of people most of the time. What does that mean? Because you know, how can it take money from everyone and then people still make profit or break even? Well, it's because the whales and the market makers are the people who are taking the most amount of money from the retail traders. So when retail traders were getting overexcited, super bullish short-term traders, they got wrecked. Or, you know, I mean, these are really short-term traders. Obviously, I'm still bullish here, I was still bullish here, and I am still bullish here. However, you know, there are some people that would see it pump up, buy it, and then they see it dump, and then they sell it, and then once they've got enough liquidity to buy more, they pump it back up. So KNC really doesn't care. Right now it is absolute chop season. I would like to see continuation and have a daily close up / around $5.23, 24 cents to be approximate. Then we would have a nice green red green formation, and I could definitely see some follow through coming on. Now in my last couple of videos, well, first of all, you know, that I've been talking about KNC for the past couple of weeks and my trades on KNC. And I also talked about my stop loss down here. And I said, you know, if we come back down into this region, then obviously I'll be triggered out in a profit. Now, I am actually going to move this up. So I will update you on this now. I am moving up my stop loss. I haven't done it yet. I'll do it after the end of this video. The stop loss is right here at $4.35, and the reason why I have it there is because it is the previous all-time high back here. Now, you know, you might be thinking, well, are we going to come back and retest the all-time high? I don't know why that was so hard to say, but you might be thinking, yeah, could we be coming back and retesting the all-time high? Well, you know, we could, but in my opinion, we've been trapped underneath this all-time high for quite a long time now. We broke above it, we back tested it, we failed, we broke back above it, we back tested it, and we held it. And you know, now we're pushing back up. We've taken out the 1.618 fib. So this is really the region where we would want to see continuation. I really don't see any need for KNC to come back to these levels. However, I am upping my stop loss just so if the market does turn sour, if everything does go down by tomorrow, then at least I'll be stopped out in a profit. I don't think we're coming down here. I am just giving you an update on my stop loss for this trade. So the squeeze mom, we are starting to lose a little bit of momentum, which is another reason why I have upped my stop loss. We are really finding it hard to get above the 1.618. You know, we talked about this. This was my first target at $5. My second target is up here, the 2.618 micro, 2.618 should I say, up here at $5.95. And then if we zoom out, you can see from the previous all-time high to the low, we have a macro 1.618, which I am personally targeting right now. This is where I want to take the majority of my profits on KNC. I haven't pulled any profits yet. I could consider taking profits and laddering in sells between these regions here, where this red box is, you know, coming into the 2.618 and up to the 6.38. KNC for me is really a short-term trade, and I do think it has good potential. We were talking about this, you know, we were down here and we were saying, you know, in my opinion, I think we're going to go up 45% to hit this price target. We're up 15%, you know, we went as high as 22%. I do think we are going to see continuation, especially as Bitcoin has had a reversal. However, lower time frames are very bullish. We've got good volume coming in to support this. We've got an uptrend on the squeeze mom. And this is where I come into the however moment. And also we are supported by the EMA ribbons. And here's where we come into the however moment. If we zoom out on the daily, we have never experienced a rally like this. And that could mean two things. That could mean we're completely overextended, or it could mean that we're about to go into an altcoin season. But I'm a conservative trader. I got in this a while ago. I'm happy with the profits I've already got. And if we zoom out, you know, first of all, just take this in. We are very, very overextended right at the top here. And if we do kind of get stuck and keep on getting stuck underneath this level, which I don't necessarily think we will do, I do see, you know, good volume coming in. I do see us pumping above the EMA ribbon. So I do think we're bullish. That's not the question. I think we're coming up to my price target. I've been talking about this, but when we come up to this price target, I do think this will be a local top for KNC. And you might be thinking, well, you know, this is overextended, but can't we go further? I mean, we can always go further. But let's come over to the weekly time frame, the much more macro time frame, and look at the money flow indicator and the RSI right now. The RSI is currently sitting at 82. The money flow indicator is sitting at 94. Now, you know, the RSI being up here is, you know, bad enough as it is. That's one thing. You know, the RSI being at 80, that is kind of like a so be it moment, but the money flow indicator being at 94, you know, this means, by the way, you know, institutions and smart money, they're not buying KNC. Like, let's just be honest, this is a retail driven rally. This is not institutions. I can tell you, this is retail traders buying up the market. So retail traders have pushed this to completely overbought. This is all the way up here at 94, and that does not mean, I don't think KNC can't go up to $6.40, because like I said, that is my take profit. That is where I'm personally targeting. Let me extrapolate this over here. SL stands for stop loss and TP stands for take profit. If you've ever used any trading softwares before, you probably recognize that anyway, but in case you're not familiar with it, that is what it is. So weekly time frame is just super overextended. You know, we keep on we do keep on topping out on the daily. Like, this is quite a strange chart, if I'm honest. I don't see too many cryptos which become, you know, overextended. I mean, you know, it happens, but, you know, I mean, specifically here with the RSI, we become overextended and we just come back to the heart line and then become even more overextended just like a month or so later. So, you know, this is a good rally that we're seeing. It is a rally supported with volume. However, like I said, I'm a conservative trader. I want to make sure I am walking away from this trade with a decent amount of profit. I don't know where my stop loss just went, or my take profit rather. Did it just completely disappear from my chart? I mean, did you see that? It pastes and then disappears. TP. Let me mark this red. Bada bing, bada boom, come back. Okay, I mean, it's here. I don't know what it's doing. Alright, so we'll move this up to here. This is my first take profit, and like I said, I will also be considering taking profit at the 2.618. I want to see how the market reacts to it. However, I mean, that is really all I've got for SLP. You know, lower time frames are predicting that we do have a little bit more push to the upside before we do top out. But do bear in mind, I think once we do come up to here to $6.40, I think we're going to have a, you know, a pretty neat correction. It could be to the 1.618 at $5 again, or it could come all the way back down to $3.35. I want to make sure I'm taking profit when we are in these extremely overbought regions, and I want to make sure that when KNC is coming down, that I'm purchasing these at a decent level. So, you know, I'll take profit at $6 and, you know, $6.40 respectively, and then I'll start dynamically DCAing into the market when we come down to $5. I'll have more laddered buys down here at $4.35, and we'll just continue the process. That is really all I see for KNC. Once again, we look really good. Don't get me wrong, lower time frames are absolutely beautiful, but higher time frames, it is getting a little bit overextended at this point. So that is just one thing to take into mind. Obviously, the take profit has just completely reappeared out of nowhere. That is very weird. But nonetheless, that's all I've got for you. Best of luck if you're in KNC. As always, none of this is financial advice, just my opinion on the market. And as always, cowboy out. Peace.